What's goody to any and everybody who may be listening? Okay? I just got a couple of more things to say about poor old Orumnilla. Okay? Now, when we were staying back at that hostel together, it was such a shock to see him walk through that door and that creature or whatever that shit is that's inside him. Hopefully it's healing and coming up out. But whatever the fuck that thing is that was lurking up inside him, or that is still lurking inside him, glanced up over at me the way I was sitting up there in that chair waiting on him like, surprise, bitch, I was waiting on him at the door. Okay? But I gotta talk about something that happened while I was up in there, and I overheard a conversation he was having with some dude downstairs. He always gotta be up in somebody's face seeking acceptance from motherfucking humans or the lesser. Okay? And no offense to any human. I'm not trying to offend you, bitch, even though I really don't like you right now. But it is what it is. We are gods and gave birth to y'all. So he up in there talking about, ooh, and her skin was glowing. Now, I gotta tell you, at that time, I was, I got a little jelly. And I gotta tell you why I got a little jelly, because even though I didn't have everything back, I didn't know what I know now, I did have some. I was getting those the early glimpses and the pieces, and the mothers was coming forward, especially Gail was starting to come forward, and the coven leader was starting to come forward at that time. So I was already getting these pieces back, okay? Even though I didn't know where to put them, they were still scrambled. Anyway, I was a little jelly. But thinking back at it, I was like, I'm thinking now, so what the fuck you was trying to do, steal the glow out of her skin? He was so pressed about her skin glowing. So whatever the fuck that creature is that dwells within them, that from that poison and them black orbs, was pressed about that glow in that girl's skin and wanted to suck it out. That's number one. So let me go ahead and call my light sparks back from that, because I was a little jelly, honey. I gotta admit it. I was real jelly. I was like, ooh. I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, light, sparks, and soul fragments that had gotten caught up, lost, trapped, stuck, lodged in the midst of that jealousy that I felt when Orumnilla was up in there talking about some ooh, and her skin was glowing, are released, removed, freed, and brought on back home to the mother, the father, and the child. And it was the jealousy for me. Okay? No, it was the ooh. It was the ooh. See, he said ooh, and her skin is called. It was that ooh for me. Okay? So, now I gotta talk about how he ignored me when I was trying to get his attention. Okay? With that creature in him, ignored me, because Orumnilla in his right mind would have never ignored me. Okay? And that made me so mad. I gotta tell you, I was really irritated at that. So let me go ahead and call my life sparks back from that irritation. I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, light, sparks, and soul fragments that got caught up, lost, trapped, stolen, stuck, or lodged up in that irritation that I felt when this individual ignored me like that. Just, ooh, are released, removed, freed, and brought on back home to the mother, the father, and the child, which is none other than me. Okay? It can't be duplicated, baby. You can't read a book and think you know what you're talking about, bitch. It comes from the inside. You need to be down in your body. That's what you need to be doing instead of reading a book and researching this illusory reality. Is what you need to be doing, bitch. This matrix. Now let's get to the last and final thing. I saved the best for last because I just cannot believe that he had the nerve to be on the phone. And I suspect it was that the wife that he was up on the phone with, explaining himself and arguing. And I'm thinking to myself, why the fuck is he up on this phone arguing with a human? Why is he up on this phone arguing with the lesser? Is what I was thinking to my... Looking back, that's what I'm thinking. But then, again, I didn't have all the parts, but I was still like, why the fuck is this... Why he on the phone arguing or explaining himself? It seemed like to me the bitch keep up a lot of drama. And stay fussing and fighting, bitch. Now, for me, I'm mean, and I will get you. I'm sharp with the tongue, but I don't argue and fuss all the time. Now, I'm not going to bring just no mess up to, petty shit. But when you get on that side, I'm going to get you. Real bad. Okay? Now, let me go ahead and call my light sparks back from that. I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, light sparks, and soul fragments that got caught up, lost, stolen, trapped, stuck, or lodged in the process of hearing him on the phone with that tramp, arguing and fussing and explaining himself like he had to, are released, removed, freed, and brought on back home to the mother, the father, and the child. Okay? Now, should I speak on this? I might just go ahead and speak on this because Spirit is flashing it in front of my face. After I directed him to the website, and he done went on to the website, and the whole day I was anxious, I was full of anxiety, wondering what his reaction was going to be. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and call our life sparks from that, because I was anxious as fuck. I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, light, sparks, and soul fragments that got caught up within that anxiety that I was feeling the whole day, wondering what the fuck he was gonna do or think. Okay, even though again I felt like he was a kindred, although I could see that contamination out the gate. That's why I sent him to the website. Okay? I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, light sparks, and soul fragments that got caught up within that, trapped, stuck, lodged, stolen within that anxiety or that feeling that I had all day, are released, removed, freed, and brought on back home to the mother, the father, and the child. Now, finally, when he done walked back through that door, I was laying up in that bed, okay, it was still full of anxiety, and all he could do was, he was gagging. All he could do was stand there with his mouth dropped as he packed his bags and left. Okay. Now, I don't know why he stood there with his mouth dropped. I don't. But he should have known that he couldn't fuck with me. Okay? Now, I decree and declare that any and all of my energy, light sparks, and soul fragments that got caught up within the moment. Now, I was laying on that bed crying, tears just streaming down, are released, removed, freed, and brought on back home to the mother, the father, and the child. Thank you. Bye-bye.